Hi guys, welcome to this video. I just want to start this off by saying sorry if you can hear my breathing. I can't breathe out of one of my nostrils right now, so I have to breathe through one nostril and my mouth. I'm talking about my ins and my outs for 2026, even though it is close to basically the middle of February. I just kind of want to talk about it because yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start with my ends. I'm going to explain some of these. Some of them I'm not going to explain because I don't want to make this like 30 minutes long. So I'll start. I took my glasses off because I couldn't deal with the glare, but I can see without them. They're just blue light glasses that help with like my headaches with being on my phone all the time. So my ends, my first one is saying no without over explaining. I say yes to a lot of things and then I end up being like, oh no, sorry, I can't go. And I explain why I can't go, even if it's fake or if it's just an excuse. That's not really fair to people. Like, I just need to be honest with my friends and like my family and everything. Some days I just don't have the patience to go out and see people. Some days I just don't want to do anything, and that's okay. That I realize that's okay. Leaving situations that kind of like ran my mood, I guess. Like my friend, she made a joke and it was funny at first, but quite literally not that long ago I realized how much it really affected me. I'm allowed to like go and not associate myself with that and that conversation if I don't want to, and I didn't realize that at the moment, but it's okay. Consistency over perfection. Again, I'm not gonna go into that. Solo dates. I will go into this one actually, and I don't care if you don't care. I'm making these videos for myself, not for an audience, not for money. Obviously, if I end up doing this further into life, because I am gonna go into like the marketing and business and journalism side of like my career. I'll actually get into that later, but yeah, but solo dates because, so right now I have a boyfriend of 6 months, almost 7 months, and he's been nothing but great to me. He's been nothing but supportive, and he communicates and he's gentle, and I have nothing bad to say about him. But sorry, I know the video keeps cutting out, splitting up, but but he is joining the military. He is going off to boot camp in June for 3 months, basically. Yeah, that's gonna be really hard for not only myself but the people around me, because they're not gonna hear the end of it. I've had nothing bad to say about him, and I don't think I ever am going to have anything bad to say about him. And that's why I put solo dates down, because even though we haven't been on many dates, or any at all actually, that's a long story too, but I am not gonna let myself just be alone in my feelings. And obviously I support him in his decision. We started dating after he made that decision. That's not something on me. I did it. I'm not gonna tell him to go and not do that, because I come from a family where there's a bunch of people in the military still, and veterans, and so it means a lot to me that he's doing that. And I'm gonna be honest, in the state of the world, in the United States, there are mixed feelings that everybody's gonna have, and that's okay. But I understand why he's doing it, and I think that's a very, very big thing to do. But again, the solo dates, I'm allowed to go out and do things as if I were going on a date with a boyfriend or like a friend, but I'm gonna do that for myself, so that way I'm not alone with those feelings that I have, you know? On the topic of relationship and communication, I put calm and respect communication and speaking up. I my past relationship, I did not have common respectful communication. I did not speak up. I did speak up, but it turned into arguments. So I'm afraid of that. Very, very afraid of that. So I really want to try that. Try working on that. Now, I just want to hope this goes through. I want to try new things because not that I've never tried new things. I try new things all the time, but I just kind of want to go in, and that's like my next one, fully going in. Like me and Macy, my best friend, we want to go out and do things. Me and my other best friend Jocelyn, we want to go out and do things that we've never done, and that's okay. And I want to like commit to that. And about committing, talking myself out of commitments, that's an out for me because I do that all the time. I like at school with meetings and like stuff with journalism in college, I talked myself out of going to college first semester, but recently I've changed my mind because I realized how I have the opportunity and the experience to be able to go and do that, and I'm able to do that. Not everybody's able to do that, and I need to be more grateful and be more mindful of what I have and what I've been given. So, not forcing trends. Active listening. I do listen, but I feel like there's a lot of moments where I'm not fully there, and I need to be there. Being open-minded. I'm already open-minded, but I just want to continue being open-minded. Listening to my gut, not my heart. Doing things with intention. I do that, but there are multiple times where I can say something or act the way that was not my intention that I need to work on, and I know that. So, letting myself think first. I would let myself think first, like with plans. Going out of state. Again, with like commitments at school, there's just a lot of times where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that, or no, I'll do that, and then, or no, I won't do that. I'll be like, yes, I will do that, and then I don't do it, or no, I'm not going to do that, and then I'll end up wanting to do that. So, building confidence to social media and people at school. It might look like I am confident on the outside, but truly inside I am not. I primarily do it so I can feel better about myself in front of other people, but I don't feel better about myself to myself. So, being okay with outgrowing people and places. I've outgrown so many people in the past couple of years, especially in the past year. That's okay. I need to stop like letting it ruin my mood and how I'm feeling about anybody else. This one, being active, but not for other people, not for like my family, not so people can compliment me or like be like, oh, you're doing so well. Obviously that feels nice, but I need to start doing it for myself. And I've slowly been working on that. It kind of goes, it like weaves in and out where I stop doing it and then I start doing it and stop doing it, and it's not giving me results. It's not making myself feel better about myself. Now these are some of my outs, these are my outs for 2026. Chasing closure. There's multiple people where I want closure from, but I'm not going to get it, so I'm not gonna let that kind of take over how I view people. Comparison. I compare myself to people all the time, and I compare my friends to other, like older friends, and it's not okay, and I know that. Staying in unwanted places with unwanted people. Waiting for motivation. I need to start motivating myself instead of watching videos for motivation. Looking for other things, outlets, and sources. Minimizing myself. I let things slide. I let people talk and walk over me however they want. But keeping people around for the comfort, not the foundation over the relationship. There's people in my life right now where we do not speak. We're friends, like we're acquaintances, I guess. Like there's this one girl that I'm close with, or was close with. We're friends. We have not at each other, but she just doesn't respond to my texts anymore. That's okay. I'm not mad. But again, I'm not gonna chase her for that closure on why she's acting the way she is. And that's okay. Letting someone else's actions or mood affect my own. Settling for low effort. ignoring red flags because I don't want to be uncomfortable with loss. As of now, there's not many people in my life that have a bunch of red flags because there was between New Year's and the first, second day of January, I had this friend. I let her go. She was not healthy to my life or our relationship whatsoever. And I was uncomfortable with it. I was uncomfortable with everything for a long time. And again, I let it slide. Because I was comfortable with having her in my life. And it was uncomfortable for a while, but I realized that she was not benefiting me in a good way. Forcing apologies. I have begged and begged for apologies for so long from people that do not believe that they should be giving me an apology, and maybe vice versa, where I don't think I should give somebody an apology and they want one. That's something that I need to work on, and it's okay to apologize to people to get better. It's also okay not to apologize, but to talk about it and communicate again and being honest. My last one is doom scrolling. It's kind of lower on the spectrum, I guess, with everything else that I've mentioned. But doom scrolling, I'm on my phone 24/7. Not literally, but it's bad. And I need to stop doing that because it's my imagination. I need to be myself, and I need to figure things out for myself and not for others. So that was my ins and outs for 2026, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.